Oh dear, what's going on here, little kitty?
Getting ready for school play.
Goodness gracious! Before you get too deep into character, let me share some important history lessons by narrating the dark story of Adolf Hitler. Zoom in! Born on April 20th, 1889 in Braunau am Inn, Austria, Hitler had a troubled childhood marked by strict discipline from his father and a deep attachment to his mother. He struggled academically and eventually dropped out of school at the age of 16 in 1905. Later, he failed to gain admission to art school in Vienna in 1907 and 1908. It was during his time in Vienna between 1908 and 1913 that Hitler became deeply influenced by the ideas of Karl Lueger, the city's anti-Semitic mayor, who blamed Jewish people for economic and social problems. Struggling with poverty and repeated failures, Hitler embraced this rhetoric, using Jews as scapegoats for his own misfortunes. During World War I, Hitler served as a soldier for Germany and was wounded twice. He found purpose in the military and was devastated by Germany's defeat in 1918. Like many Germans, he believed his country had been betrayed, and this idea further fueled his resentment towards certain groups, particularly Jewish people. After the war, he joined the National Socialist German Workers' Party, Nazi Party, and quickly rose to prominence as a powerful speaker who could rally large crowds with passionate, angry rhetoric. In 1923, he attempted to overthrow the German government in the failed beer hall Putsch and was imprisoned. While in jail, he wrote Mein Kampf, My Struggle, outlining his extreme nationalist ideology and plans for Germany's future. After his release, Hitler rebuilt the Nazi Party and gained support by exploiting Germany's economic struggles during the Great Depression. By 1933, he was appointed Chancellor of Germany. Once in power, he quickly turned the democracy into a leadership, eliminating political opponents and using propaganda to control the population. He enforced strict racial laws targeting Jewish people, political dissenters, and other minority groups. His leadership was based on the idea of Aryan superiority, and he pushed for an expansion of German territory, which led to the outbreak of World War II in 1939, when Germany invaded Poland. As the war progressed, Hitler's forces conquered much of Europe, but his ambition ultimately led to disaster when he tried to invade the Soviet Union in 1941, which stretched Germany's military resources thin. By 1943, the tide of the war began turning against him. Meanwhile, under Hitler's rule, millions of people were persecuted in the Holocaust, one of history's worst genocides. 6 million Jewish people, along with millions of others, including Romani people, disabled individuals, and political enemies, were systematically annihilated in concentration camps. By 1945, as Allied forces closed in on Berlin, Hitler retreated to his underground bunker. On April 30th, 1945, as Soviet troops entered the city, Hitler took his own life. His death marked the end of Nazi Germany, but the horrors of his rule left an indelible mark on history. Today, he is remembered not just as a man who rose to power through manipulation and violence, but as a symbol of the dangers of hatred and unchecked power. So, my dear friends, history teaches us that such mistakes should never be repeated. Instead, we must learn from the past and choose understanding, tolerance, and love for one another. Trivia time! Did you know the iconic Hitler's mustache is called the toothbrush mustache? Yes, the toothbrush mustache got its name due to its shape, which closely resembles the bristles of an old-fashioned toothbrush. Sketching time! Today's sketch of the day goes to Christelle Kyle. Hope you learned something new today. Until next time, it's me, Dr. Binocs, zooming out. Well, Kitty, I'm sure this info will be perfect for your play.
But Kitty's playing Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, never mind then.